Hello everyone, welcome back to Relax History AI. They were individuals who helped shape America, not only through power, but through intellect, ideals, and an irreplaceable legacy. From politics and science to culture and society, they paved the way for profound change, transcending the boundaries of their time. Based on verified historical sources, professional reconstruction software, and advanced AI technology, they return, vivid and lifelike, as if history itself were coming alive. Who were these figures? Join us to discover and experience their stories.
Number 1.
Patrick Henry, 1736. 1799 was a lawyer, statesman, and fiery orator of the American Revolution. He's best remembered for his legendary declaration, "Give me liberty or give me death." Henry played a key role in rallying Virginia against British rule and served multiple terms as the state's governor. Though later skeptical of a strong federal government, he remained a powerful voice for liberty. He died in 1799 at his Red Hill plantation, leaving behind a legacy of bold patriotism.
Number 2.
John Quincy Adams, 1767-1848, was an American statesman who served as a diplomat, U.S. Senator, representative from Massachusetts, and the 6th President of the United States. He helped negotiate the Treaty of Ghent, ending the War of 1812, and promoted territorial expansion. After his presidency, he returned to the House of Representatives, where he became a fierce opponent of slavery. He died of a stroke in 1848 on the floor of Congress, leaving a legacy of intellect, integrity, and lifelong public service.
Number 3.
James K. Polk, 1795-1849, was the 11th President of the United States, known for serving a single but highly effective term. He oversaw vast territorial expansion through the annexation of Texas, the Oregon Compromise, and victory in the Mexican-American War. A tireless worker, he fulfilled nearly all his campaign promises. Polk died of exhaustion just 3 months after leaving office in 1849, leaving behind one of the greatest territorial legacies in presidential history.
Number 4.
DeWitt Clinton, 1769-1828, was an American statesman who served as U.S. Senator, Governor of New York, and ran for president in 1812. He is best known for championing the Erie Canal, a transformative project that turned New York into a major economic hub. Though mocked at first, he was later hailed as a visionary of American infrastructure. Clinton died in office in 1828, leaving a lasting legacy in transportation, commerce, and state development.
Number 5.
Grover Cleveland, 1837-1908, was the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, the first to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. Known for his integrity, he opposed corruption, rejected political patronage, and upheld limited government. Cleveland firmly defended the gold standard, clashing with the pro-silver movement within his own party, sparking fierce monetary debates. He died in 1908 in New Jersey, leaving behind a legacy of fiscal conservatism, principled leadership, and one of the most independent presidencies in American history.
Number 6.
Frederick Law Olmsted, 1822-1903, was an American landscape architect, widely regarded as the father of American park design. He co-designed Central Park in New York City and planned numerous public spaces across the country. Olmsted championed the connection between nature and public well-being. He died in 1903 in Massachusetts, leaving a lasting legacy in urban planning, conservation, and the idea that green spaces are essential to civic life.
Number 7.
John Muir, 1838-1914, was a Scottish-American naturalist, writer, and conservationist, known for his deep reverence for nature and tireless efforts to preserve America's wilderness. He was instrumental in the creation of Yosemite National Park and founded the Sierra Club in 1892. Muir died of pneumonia in 1914. His legacy lives on through the national park system and the modern environmental movement, where he is remembered as the father of the national parks and a guiding spirit for conservation.
Number 8.
Joseph Pulitzer, 1847-1911, was a Hungarian-American journalist and newspaper magnate who transformed American journalism through bold headlines, investigative reporting, and a populist approach. He ran the New York World and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, shaping modern mass media. Though criticized for sensationalism, his legacy endures through the Pulitzer Prizes, established after his death. He died of heart failure in 1911 in Charleston, South Carolina, remembered as both a media innovator and a patron of journalistic excellence.
Number 9.
William Jennings, Bryan, 1860–1925, was a prominent American politician, lawyer, and orator. He ran for president 3 times and served as Secretary of State under Woodrow Wilson. Known as a champion of the common man, he delivered the famous Cross of Gold speech. Later in life, he played a key role in the Scopes trial, defending creationism in schools. Bryan died in 1925 in Tennessee, leaving a legacy of populist politics, faith-driven activism, and powerful public speaking.
Number 10.
Lotta Crabtree, 1847–1924, was a popular American actress, singer, and comedian who rose to fame during the California Gold Rush. Beginning her stage career as a child, she became one of the wealthiest and most beloved performers of the 19th century. Her success spanned decades, and she was also known for her generous philanthropy. Lotta died in 1924 in Boston, leaving behind a legacy in American theater and charitable giving that extended well beyond the spotlight.
Number 11.
Calvin Coolidge, 1872–1933, was the 30th President of the United States, serving from 1923 to 1929. He promoted small government, tax cuts, reduced federal spending, and non-intervention in the economy. The U.S. saw rapid growth during his term, but with little oversight. He died of a heart attack in 1933 in Massachusetts. His legacy endures as a symbol of restrained leadership and fiscal conservatism, influencing later conservative thought and shaping the Republican Party's economic philosophy.
Number 12.
Edwin Hubble, 1889–1953, was an American astronomer who revolutionized modern cosmology. He proved that the Milky Way is not the only galaxy, and discovered that galaxies are moving away from each other, laying the foundation for the Big Bang theory. The Hubble Space Telescope was named in his honor. He died of a stroke in 1953 in California, leaving behind a profound legacy that expanded humanity's understanding of the universe.
Number 13.
Herbert Hoover, 1874. 1964. Born Herbert Clark Hoover, was the 31st President of the United States, rising from a mining engineer to a renowned humanitarian. Before taking office, he was celebrated for leading global relief efforts during World War I. His presidency, however, was overshadowed by the Great Depression, though criticized. Hoover continued to serve the nation after leaving office. He died in 1964 in New York City, at the age of 90, then the longest-lived U.S. president in history.
Number 14.
Rachel Carson, 1907-1964, was an American marine biologist and environmental writer who sparked the modern environmental movement. Her groundbreaking book, Silent Spring, published in 1962, exposed the dangers of DDT and led to major changes in U.S. environmental policy. Though fiercely attacked, she stood firm in defense of scientific truth. Carson died of breast cancer in 1964, leaving a powerful legacy in science, environmental awareness, and public health advocacy.
Number 15.
Margaret Sanger, 1879-1966, born Margaret Higgins, was a pioneer of birth control advocacy and founder of the organization that became Planned Parenthood. She bravely fought for women's access to contraceptive information in a deeply conservative society. Though controversial for her support of eugenics, Sanger remains a central figure in the history of reproductive rights. In her final years, she suffered from dementia and died peacefully in Tucson, Arizona in 1966, leaving behind a legacy of bodily autonomy and women's empowerment.
Number 16.
Jackie Robinson, 1919-1972, was the first black athlete to break Major League Baseball's color barrier when he joined the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. He excelled on the field and became a national symbol of courage and equality. Robinson was honored throughout the country and retired in 1956. He died of a heart attack in 1972 in Connecticut, leaving a lasting legacy in American sports and the civil rights movement.
Number 17.
Jesse Owens, 1913-1980, was a legendary American track and field athlete who won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, defying Adolf Hitler's racist ideology with extraordinary speed and quiet strength. He became a global symbol of dignity and equality. After World War II, Owens worked in public service and inspired future generations. He died of lung cancer in 1980 in Arizona, leaving behind one of the most powerful legacies in Olympic and civil rights history.
Number 18.
Irving Berlin, 1888-1989, was a Russian Jewish-American composer and one of the greatest songwriters in U.S. history. He wrote over 1,500 songs, including iconic hits like White Christmas and God Bless America, as well as numerous Broadway musicals. His music helped define American culture in the 20th century. Berlin lived to the age of 101 and died in 1948-89 in New York City, leaving behind a timeless legacy in popular music and American identity.
Number 19.
Linus Pauling, 1901-1994, was a chemist, peace activist, and one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century. He won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1954 for his work on chemical bonding and the Nobel Peace Prize in 1962 for opposing nuclear weapons testing, becoming the first person to receive 2 unshared Nobel Prizes. Pauling died in 1994 in California, leaving behind a towering legacy that bridged scientific discovery with moral advocacy.
Number 20.
Ronald Reagan, 1911-2004, born Ronald Wilson Reagan, was a Hollywood actor who became the 40th President of the United States. Known for his optimistic leadership, Reaganomics economic policies, and firm stance in the Cold War, he played a key role in ending U.S.-Soviet tensions. Reagan reshaped American conservatism and global politics. In his later years, he battled Alzheimer's disease. He died in 2004 at his home in California, leaving behind a powerful and controversial political legacy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and hit subscribe so you won't miss our next exciting content.